Hey, what's up, everybody? This is part 5 to my little stand-up comedy event, Extreme Burns from a White Boy, and now we're going to get to the fun stuff we've heard from me and a lot of things I had to say, and I still got a few things left to say, but it's going to be about the main eventer. And we'll get to that in a few minutes, but in the meantime, let's look over some of the funny comments that have been left on the Facebook event page. Without further ado, let's see what some people had to say. Let's start off with the roaster, Daniel the Nerdy Kid Lesso. This is one of the things he had to say in a comment, and he left it there. Jonathan is so white. If he had went to the Arctic, no one would ever find him. But we have to ask ourselves, why would anybody want him to anyway? Alright, let's move on. Here we go. This one's a crazy one. This one's from my homeboy, my J to the W to the W. Ha. Okay, that I'm used to saying JWB. Here we go. Let's try this again. This is from my homeboy, the J to the U to the double G to the A to the L to the O, bromo. No homo. Dadgummit, I want to do it again. I'm just so excited I have to say JWB. What? Raising the bar. Anyway, so this is from Devin Delschmidt, aka Cheddar Bob, and this is what he had to say about me. Haha, you don't want me to check your ass. I'm looking like you a 12-year-old and shit. Oh, I'm gonna ride in the back of a truck from Frenchburg, Kentucky to Florida. And he ain't no juggalo, he an uggalo. You know wrestling is fake, don't you? Oh, Captain Feathersword looking ass. Jimmy the Cricket looking ass. You look like Jimmy the Cricket on Down syndrome. All I had to do is sit on the computer all day making random Facebook pages. You so damn ugly you went over to burn. You went over to burn because you want your self-confidence back because you left it in Frenchburg 2 years ago. Bro, I ain't done. I got a few more to go through. That's what he said. That's his first comment. Of course, then I had to come back saying that's priceless. But hey, I rocked it out because I left in a 2005 Chevy Silverado back from Frenchburg to Florida. Booyah! You know what Booyah stands for? I'm going to tell you all right now. Booyah means I am simply dominating you. Anyway, so moving on. Let's see what else somebody else had to say. Here's another one from the host. John is the only person I know who calls himself a white boy and is proud of it. When all others aspire to be something they're not, he aspires to be something, or exactly what he says he is. Now, what does that say about anybody who's dating him? There we go. That's some good stuff right there. Oh, here's another one from my homeboy, Cheddar. Alright, let's see what he said this time. He's the only one I know that is 4 foot nothing and smells like a Colt 45. And I'm not talking about the gun. Baby oil and all lotion. I think we all know what he uses that lotion for. Space, dot, semicolon, dot. Big capital letters. Ha! Thanks a lot, Nikki. Some of us probably won't know what that means, but for those that went to JC, Job Corps up in Frenchburg, representing! Not literally. Just thought I'd do it. Yeah, I know what that means, and that's a pretty good joke there, buddy. Pretty good. And believe it or not, you're the first one to mention my ex. You know, for a comedy event where you get to burn the living shit out of me, I thought for sure my friends from JC, were gonna bring that up and really get me on that, but I've only had, well, no, I got another one. I just gotta find them. Well, let's see what else we got here. Alright, here's one from my other brother from another mother. They know him as the cock star of America. He's also known as the second best caveman in the USA. Geico being the first one. Michael Asbury. Or as some people refer to him also, because I promised I would say this for a couple people who said, as in berries, aka Rockstar. You're my friend, John, but this is the one chance I get to roast you, and I ain't gonna take it lightly. So, kind of like what you were doing in Base 6. You guys want me to clear up what happened in Base 6? Oh, this is actually a little funny story right here. Alright, so, Base 6, I got moved to this one dorm, and I hung out with this one friend. And we had this, I had this portable DVD player. And one day I decided to use it. I let one of my friends borrow it, and when it came back, it had something special in there that, to this day, it kind of does hold a little bit towards my heart, my head. Yeah, not my heart, my head. I know what you're thinking. Anyway, boing boing, ding a ling a ling a ling. Anyway, get back to the story. So I put the sucker on. We're gonna be like, I figured I had one of my old DVDs in there, so I was just like, whatever, I'm gonna put it on. And we were fixing to watch. I think it was Watchmen or some shit. We were gonna watch that night. Um, put it in. Needless to say, and this was after everybody called in for, or maybe it was a few minutes before they were telling us to, turn the lights out, and they do all that stuff every night anyway. So next thing you know, I'm hearing this, and then I'm hearing that. I am not making those noises on the account of it's kind of creepy that I can do that. On the other hand, if a few people remember this, Devin, I'm pretty sure Rockstar, Jack, which is the other guy I'm talking about, by the way, and you'll figure out his nickname because supposedly he did something over at the internet table once, and that's what gave him the name Jack Off Porter. But I like to call him Jackie for other reasons, but that's because he can do the coolest impersonation I've ever seen on someone. Oh, girl, you gotta see it sometime. It's pretty interesting. You gotta see it. Anyway, so anyway, after hearing that, and then the funny thing was, whoever did that let the volume up full blast, and that sucker had really good speakers on it. It was one of the coolest ghetto DVD players I've ever had, portable DVD players. Thing anyway, so you're hearing and all this other shit, and you got people starting to come in, and they're thinking, and me and him were sitting on the bed, we're just watching, we were just like, we were like, whoa, wait a minute, come on, dude, we're in Job 4, you got to think about it for a minute. We got to kill our time doing something sometimes, and we were both single, we didn't have girlfriends, and I know what you're thinking, no, that's not what we were talking about, but hey, I didn't know one brother can't get with another brother and sit down and watch something that's going to make a brother want to leave the room for a few minutes, so you know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, that's why the rumor came up about Base 6 and how things went down the wrong way. But if you want to get technical, let's move on over to the other side of the room, or the other side of the dorm, where we had Devin and Michael Asbury. And these two guys always had something going on in the base. And, they did live with a couple of gay guys up in there, but I'm not going to involve them because they're too cool to be involved in this. This is for the gay essentials. So anyway, without further ado, let me just tell you that there was a lot going on in that bay that you guys don't know about. And when they were talking about the reason he's called Assenberries, the nickname came from Devin. And then Michael's nickname to Devin is sometimes hard to pronounce, but I think it deals with an elephant's asshole. So, yeah. Joke's on you, buddy, for that Base 6 intervention right there. Let's go on up. How about this one? This one was funny and a little disappointing at the same time. I'm just kidding. This is Katie, alright? Katie Beth Godwin. The one that I kind of burned a few minutes back. But anyway, here's what she said. Jonathan Lesso, the only kid I know that can take a beating from here to Houston and still have the same urge to a smelly skank. I mean that in the nicest of ways. John is borderline stalker and balls to wall stupid. How many times does one lonely brain cell sitting in a microscopic dot of testosterone need to be smacked around in a giant gummy bear before it gives up and turns gay? I don't know either, but I heard that you should go ask John. Katie, I have one thing to say that is my rebuttal to you. I love that comment, by the way. That was great. Good stuff. But I have to say this also. Newsflash, girl. I'm a lesbian. I love women. So, And I'm willing to admit that, so you should be willing to admit that you also love women. Just thought I'd point that out there. Oh, she's got more. Here we go. You're a pedophile's wet dream, legal to screw and could be either gender depending on how you were dressed. Remember Michael? At least he admitted of being a flaming fucking faggot instead of just getting some girl to fuck him with the strap on. Yeah, no comment to that one. That one was kind of funny. I couldn't help myself. Oh, your strap on. Katie, you're a riot. You are a trip. Oh, here we go. Here's one. This one will appeal to the wrestling side. Wait, this is just in. Sheamus is blacker than White Boy? Oh no, real news. Sorry, folks. Didn't mean to get your hopes up. That's Katie again, fellas. And then one person just simply said this, and this is the only statement I got. I don't know what to say about this little person. Good to know. Because, you know, the funny thing about him is we played games on Facebook, and this one game we did was called the Numbers Game. True story, by the way. Numbers Game. You basically inbox somebody with a special number, and then they'll put out that number and say something about you. Well, the funny thing is with this guy, I put a number down. He said it, and next thing you know, the first thing he said is the only 12-year-old looking kid that I came out thinking, what is he doing here? I mean, where's his parents at? And everybody automatically knows who that we're talking about because there's only one 12-year-old kid that ever, well, not literally 12, by the way. Hello, I'm 23. You're a little off there, buddy. 1988. I am Generation X and proud of it, baby. 80s was a good year. That's right, I said year. Suck on that. Anyway, so yeah, anybody who remembers me from Job Corps, basically they'll agree with that statement, but that's some funny stuff right there. So, we're already 12 minutes into this part of the cast, and I got a cat that just ran across on my computer almost. I had to literally almost chokeslam him, but I'm being for real. Don't even... That's no joke, seriously, I got cats running around here, so... And that's probably why some of the jokes came out the way they did. But hey, I don't care, man. I love this. This is fun. This has been the Extreme Burns from White Boy, a.k.a. Jonathan Lesso's stand-up comedy routine. And there's more to be coming, so keep your eyes out.